Here is the audience for my persuasive speech. In a recent analysis conducted from hundreds of studies, it has been found that the steak you had for dinner, the piles of bacon for breakfast, or the ham sandwich you had for lunch is killing you. If you knew that you had the power to prevent this, to become healthier and live longer, wouldn't you do so? It has been shown that by adopting a plant-based diet, you could do just that. Eliminate or reduce the risks of cancer, heart disease, hypertension, and many other diseases. I myself was a skeptic until undergoing invasive chemotherapy treatments that as a side effect left me unable to digest meat proteins. Upon adopting a plant-based diet, the changes in my overall health and disease progression have been nothing short of amazing and are now considered a central tenet of my medical care. But let's have the numbers speak for themselves. In October 2015, 22 scientists from 10 countries came together to study the effects of red and processed meat consumption and their correlation to cancer. After analyzing more than 800 studies, they concluded that in the case of colorectal cancer, a 17% increase risk per 100 grams of red meat eaten a day occurred, while an 18% increased risk of cancer occurred per consumption of just 50 grams of processed meat a day. This is what 50 grams of meat looks like. Just a few slices of ham, or 2 slices of bacon, just a little bit of roast beef. In addition, evidence has been found to link the consumption of red meat and cancer to pancreas and advanced prostate cancer. Overall, these studies led the scientists to classify red meat as carcinogenic and as a factor in the increased occurrences of stomach, colorectal, pancreatic, and prostate cancer. It has further been found that plant-based diets not only don't carry this risk of increased cancer, but they actually provide protective mechanisms against cancer. Studies have shown that the risk of colon cancer was substantially reduced by a high intake of fruit and vegetables. This is due to them containing powerful antioxidants, phytochemicals, and protective anti-cancer properties. But aside from having lower incidences of cancer, what are the benefits of a vegetarian diet aside from that? Perhaps the largest benefit can be seen from 2 cohort studies done by the American Dietetic Association. In these studies, the ADA has found that vegetarians are at a lower risk of death and disease from heart disease and hypertension. Due to the higher fiber, lower fat content of vegetarian diets, vegetarians naturally have a lower total cholesterol levels, which has been found to reduce the incidence of heart disease by 24% in vegetarians and by 50% in vegans. Blood pressure is also significantly lowered, reducing the risks of hypertension by 34% just from eating a plant-based diet. Hypertension is the number 3 killer in all of the world. Alas, if vegetarian diets are that remarkable, why is less than 5% of the global population practicing it? There are many arguments against vegetarian diets. However, the largest one seems to be that the vegetarian diet cannot meet a well-rounded daily requirements. Perhaps the largest concern that most vegetarians hear is, do you get enough protein? Where do you get your protein? The current recommended amount of protein needed for individuals varies depending on weight, but generally ranges between 46 and 56 grams per day. Now, while protein may not be coming from animal sources, it is more than possible to get adequate protein from non-meat sources. 50 grams of protein really isn't that much if you look back at the beginning slides. It's just a few slices of bacon or ham. What would this look like in a vegetarian diet, though? There are numerous vegetarian options for protein. They range greatly in their protein content. However, pumpkin seeds per 1 ounce have 24 grams of protein. So just 2 ounces of pumpkin seeds a day could fill those daily requirements. A sample meal, however, would look something like a slice of whole wheat toast, 2 ounces of peanut butter, a half a cup of oatmeal with an ounce of chia seeds for breakfast. For an afternoon snack, you could have 1 ounce of almonds and 2 ounces of hummus. For dinner, you could have 2 ounces of quinoa, 4 ounces of tofu, an ounce of lentils, and an ounce of spinach. All those combined, without any other factors, bring the daily protein requirements up to 59 grams. So the argument that you cannot get your protein adequately from a plant-based diet is false. So in closing, I'm asking you to consider the benefits of what a vegetarian diet can offer you. Meat-based diets carry a much higher risk of cancer, heart disease, hypertension, and decreased longevity. While vegetarian diets not only lower cancer risks, but improve overall health, reduce your BMI, and increase longevity. So if someone handed you a surefire way to reduce your risk of disease, increase your overall quality of health and longevity, would you turn it down? Thank you.